Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sefy Aini, and here I would like to explain about the strategy in teaching speaking for young learners. The strategy is describing picture. Here I will explain about definition, describing picture strategy, types of picture, the criteria of good picture, the advantage and disadvantage. Definition. Many techniques can be applied to teach students English speaking. Using interesting material, media, and technique in teaching English is the first thing that can motivate the students to learn English. One of the techniques is describing picture. The learning process truly depends on the teachers on how they guide the students and create the teaching learning process become comfortable. It can be applied through the use of picture. Applying picture in technical learning process absolutely enables the student to achieve the lesson. Picture can be drawn by the teacher. It can be taken from magazine, newspaper, poster, brochure, or internet. Picture is one of the visual aids that can be used to support and help the student for comprehending the lesson explained by teacher in their speaking and writing. As part of visual aids, picture has many functions in teaching learning process. For example, a number of experts propose their opinions and ideas related to the picture. Picture can also be the important key in communicative and interactive classroom. According to Hamalik, pictures are the effective visual media that are very important and easy. They can facilitate students to catch the ideas clearly. Describing picture is useful for training students' imagination and retell story in English speaking. In this activity, every student gets one picture and they have to describe it. The description is a gender which has social function to describe a particular person, place, or thing. There are two types of picture. The first is picture of individual. Picture of individual person or thing may be used, mainly at the elementary level. Picture of individual to introduce or test vocabulary items. The second is situational picture. Situational picture that show or suggest relationship between object and or people can be good teaching for introducing, practicing, or reviewing grammatical structure from the simple to the most complex. To make the use of picture effective in class and to make teaching and learning process become optimal, the teacher needs to know criteria in choosing and using picture as visual aids in teaching language. There are some criteria that should be considered by the teacher. Financiero said that there are 4 criteria that guide the teacher in choosing picture in teaching. The first is picture should be large enough to be seen by all students. The second, the picture of individual object or people should be as simple as possible. The third, some of them should contain color for later use when adjectives of color are present. The last, the picture should have no caption. It can be seen that when the teacher wants to use picture in their teaching learning activity, the picture should be large enough to be seen, should be as simple as possible, contain color for using adjective or color, and should have no caption. Picture also has to be easy to prepare and organize, interesting for the student, has to be authentic and meaningful to the activity, and should give rise to a sufficient amount of language. Last but not least, there are some points for the teacher who will select and use picture in their teaching process. Choosing the picture that's suitable with the grammatical structure and vocabulary items, considering the size and clarity of the picture, and choosing pictures that appeal to the eyes and have the entertainment value. This strategy has advantage and disadvantage. The advantages from this strategy are pictures are inexpensive and widely available. The teacher can find pictures easily, for example in the books, magazine, and newspaper or etc. Picture can help prevent misunderstanding. It means by using picture, teacher can explain the new vocabularies to his or her student easily. Therefore, it prevents misunderstanding between students' perception and teachers' perception. The second is picture help the student to focus attention to the subject and make students active. The last, picture provide common experience for an entry group of students. It means by using picture, teacher can involve all of students in his or her class. Besides it, this strategy have disadvantage. There are three disadvantages from this strategy. The first is small and unclear picture may cause problem in the teaching learning process since the students may misunderstand about the picture. And the second is students pay attention on the picture more than on learned material. And the last, it takes time and costs much to provide attractive picture. That's all my explanation. Thank you for your attention. And the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.